everyone, it's Leanna. After spending about a week with my best friend and making a few new friends, it is time to head on to my next adventure. And that adventure includes heading up to southern Utah. But before I make my way up there, I am going to make a few stops along the way. So let's get going. I've made it to the visitor center and I'm going to get my passport stamped, and then I'm gonna try to find a couple hikes. Southern Sinagua farmers built this 5-story, 20-room dwelling sometime between 1100 and 1300. It occupies a cliff recess 100 feet above the valley. Early American settlers marveled at the structure. They assumed that it was Aztec in origin, hence the name Montezuma Castle. Wow, that was truly fascinating, just seeing the castle and just how intricate the architecture is for being built so long ago, and the amazing history behind it. So if you don't know, in order to get into places like this, national parks, national monuments, sometimes national forests, you will have to pay a day pass, but you can also pay for an annual pass for the actual park that you'll be visiting, specifically for that park, or you can get a interagency annual pass, which is what I have, so it lasts for a year. I can see all the national parks, I can see all the national monuments and national forests. I just have to hang it up on my mirror and I will be good to go. There's one disclaimer: I don't think you can use this for Mount Rushmore National Monument. I'm pretty sure it's just like a parking fee, but you can't use this for that. But yeah, this is the design for 2025. Pretty cool. So make sure you get yourself one of these if you plan on visiting, I'd say probably like 3 or more national parks. I almost forgot to mention, those cost, as of right now, at the time of this video, $80 for the whole year. And you can usually find them at any entrance station, any visitor center. You can always make sure you look up the national park website and see if these are offered there, because at certain location it depends. Sometimes they're available and sometimes they're not. I made it. I just went from 80 degrees Fahrenheit down to 55 degrees Fahrenheit in 3 hours. So I am putting on my jacket. So I went inside the visitor center and I got my passport stamped, because I've noticed that all national parks and all national monuments, for the most part, have a passport stamp. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking at the trails that I could possibly do. It's kind of getting a little bit late. It's almost 4 o'clock, so I think I want to just do a short one. So I think right now I am going to do the lava flow trail. It is 1 mile round trip and it'll take 1 hour, and it says it's easy. And then I might do the Bonito Vista Trail. That is only 0.3 miles round trip and it'll take about 20 minutes. Here's what I was just looking at. I am right here, so I'm gonna drive here, maybe do the Bonito Vista Trail, and then I'll do the lava flow trail, and that is where Sunset Crater is. All right, let's get going. That is a pile of lava rock. And all this used to be molten lava. So I just finished that little trail, and I saw some really cool rock formations and what used to be molten lava. Now I am headed to the lava flow trail. So, do you guys see those like almost lines that look like trails? You can see they're kind of like dark right there. Those are from 1973, and they are still there to this day. And this is why it's so important to practice leave no trace. Okay, time to make my way to Wupaki National Monument. I have just made it to the Wupaki National Monument Visitor Center. I'm going to go inside and get my passport stamped. It's 5 o'clock right now, so I really hope they're not closed, but I guess we will find out. Unfortunately, the visitor center was closed. They close at 4:30, but that is not going to stop me from seeing the pueblos, because those are open until sunset. Wupaki Pueblo is the largest and most impressive structure within Wupaki National Monument. Built by the ancestral Puebloan people around 1100 AD, this multi-story complex once housed up to 100 people and featured over 100 rooms, a community room, and even a ceremonial ball court, an unusual feature for the region. Its red sandstone walls rise starkly from the desert landscape, a striking testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of its builders. Wupaki was a thriving cultural and trade center connecting diverse indigenous communities across the Southwest. There's even a natural vent that breathes air based on pressure changes. Today, the ruins offer a powerful glimpse into ancient life on the Colorado Plateau. So that was the Wupaki Pueblo. I'm going to see the Wukoki Pueblo next. Wukoki Pueblo is a small, striking ruin perched on a sandstone outcrop near Wupaki. Built by the ancestral Puebloans, its three-story tower offers panoramic desert views and a glimpse into ancient life on the plateau. Okay, I made it to Nalakihu and Citadel Pueblos, and there's a really short hike just around them. I can see them right now, so let's go explore them. Citadel and Nalakihu Pueblos sit atop a rocky hill with sweeping views of the surrounding desert. Nalakihu is a smaller, earlier structure, while the Citadel, built later, served as a fortified lookout and gathering place. Together, they reveal the strategic and communal lives of ancestral Puebloans in the Wupaki region. Wow, those were super cool to see today. Definitely check out these attractions if you're making your way to Horseshoe Bend, or if you're headed the opposite direction to Phoenix from southern Utah. These are super cool sights to see, and they are very historical, and it's always good to just kind of brush up on your history facts. As of right now, I have found a place on iOverlander. It's kind of a pullout because for some reason there's not that many rest areas on the way towards Page, Arizona, and my car is not high clearance and it is not a 4x4, so I really don't want to risk going on some really rough roads just to get a fire ring and a little privacy. So I will just be finding a pullout for tonight, and then tomorrow morning I will be heading to Horseshoe Bend. But I have about an hour and a half to go, so let's get on the road. Well, if you guys have been watching my videos, you will know the drill. I have my Knorr, you can't really see it. I have my Knorr rice sides that I'm gonna eat tonight. And I am currently cooking it on the ground because I have a table, but I'm too lazy to pull it out. So it takes like it takes like 2 minutes, honestly, to get this boiling. So that's why I don't make that much of an effort. All right, I got my, hopefully this doesn't fall over. I got my creamy chicken rice sides, and I'm just giving it a stir before I start the fire up. All right, I got the fire going. I almost lit myself on fire, and now I just have to wait for this to boil. I really wish you guys could see the stars right now. They are absolutely beautiful. I apologize for the lighting, but my other headlamp, which is a lot stronger, is dead. So I just boiled the rice, and I have it in my little Stanley cup to kind of absorb all the water, and I think I'm just gonna stare at the sky because it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, the stars are so clear. I just want to see if I can find a shooting star. So, and then I think I'm gonna read my book. So yeah, I'll update you when this is ready. Well, dinner is served. It ended up being more like a chicken and rice soup because I put too much water in it. But I'm okay with that. It looks really good. Yeah, this is very tasty. It tastes like chicken, of course. However, it's not very creamy because the instructions called for some butter, and I don't have butter. So, but yeah, very soup-like texture, but overall this will be very filling. So, bon appetit. I have finished my dinner down to the last drop, and it is time to clean my dishes. However, I keep hearing some noises outside of my car, So I'm a little scared. I just heard it again. I'm a little scared to go outside. My doors are locked currently, so if I needed to, I can just like stay in my car, but I have a confession to make. I am actually slightly afraid of the dark. So I don't like to be outside in the dark. Isn't that ironic? I love camping, but I don't like the dark. I'll figure it out. All right, you guys are coming with me, whether you like it or not. Okay. Ah! I'm just kidding. I got you guys. There ain't nothing out here. It's just very, very quiet. Very quiet and dusty. I just finished getting ready for bed. I brushed my teeth. I took my contacts out. And now it is time to crawl in the back and go to sleep. Good night, everybody. And I will see you in the morning.